What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming back to another video. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to say that we have reached 10 subscribers, which actually made me really happy to see. So I'm glad these videos are helping people. I'm glad you can learn something. So thank you. Today we're talking about the 7th song, which is called Solia. Llego, Solia. Salió sin la amiga, revela en el alcohol buscando una salida de esa relación de mentira. Mami, ya vi cómo me miras. Te lo repito por si se te olvida. Envíale un mensaje que diga que no te dejes sola, porque puede perderte si algún día va a verte. So, Solia, this is the 7th song in our Gringo's Guide to Bad Bunny's YHLQMDLG, where we're going to be talking about every song in the album, looking at the Spanish, translating it into English, looking at some of the slang. So if you're interested in Spanish, these videos are good for you. Solia is one of my personal favorites on the album. Absolutely love this song. Just love the energy that this song has. Bad Bunny's vocals just have so much energy in them. Love the instrumentals, the use of the flute and the vocoder and just the drums. I mean, the song is just so well produced, and it really is one of my favorites. And of course, it's one of the lesser known songs on the album. That tends to be how it always goes, for whatever reason. Very underrated song. So this song was produced by Demy and Clipz, who is a producer duo from Montreal, Canada, and also produced by Súbelo, who we have seen a few times now in this album. Some of the vocals, at least the intro and the chorus, were written by Mora, Mora is another artist in this genre. He's been around for a few years now. Of course, there's a song later in the album called Una Vez, which features Mora. And Mora did, like I said, some of the vocals, the lyrics for this song, and he also did lyrics for La Difícil, which we already looked at. Mora is one of my personal favorites in this genre. He has been for a while. He's just full of talent. And it really made me happy to find out that Bad Bunny used him so much on this album, and that Bad Bunny kind of discovered him in a way and has really now put him more and more in the spotlight. Definitely check him out. We will talk more about him when we get to the song Una Vez. Basically, Solia is most likely a shortening of the word solita. There's a little bit of debate about what Solia actually means. It's not a real word. It's just a word that Bad Bunny made up. Most likely it means solita. And one of the reasons that I would point out why it probably means solita is because Bad Bunny already has a song called Solita. So this kind of avoids any confusion with that song. And it gives it a little bit of a new touch. So Solita, of course, just means like alone or by herself. Obviously refers to a girl, Solita. So once again, this is another song about a girl. I think we've seen pretty much so far every song on the album has been in one way or another about a girl. And so this song is obviously no exception. Let's just take a look at the lyrics to the intro and the chorus. So the song starts off, Llegó Soliá, salió sin las amigas. Llegó comes from llegar, which llegar means to arrive. So llegó, past tense, would mean she arrived. We're probably not going to use the word arrive. We'd probably use something more like she came or she showed up. But technically, llegar means to arrive. Llegó Soliá. So that's our word solita. We'll just say it means solita. So she came by herself. She showed up by herself. Salió sin las amigas. Salió comes from salir, which means to go out. So she went out, again, past tense. Sin las amigas. Sin means without. Las amigas is literally the friends. In English, we're going to say her friends. So, llegó, Solia salió sin las amigas. She showed up alone. She went out without her friends. Revela or revelada would be the full word. He's shortening it, which is very common in Spanish, especially Puerto Rican Spanish. So, revela en el alcohol buscando una salida. Revela comes from the verb revelar, which means to reveal. This is a word I've seen them use a couple times in this type of music. So what it most likely means is she's revealed. In other words, her feelings are revealed. So she's probably looks like she's sad. So you can almost just use the word sad, but her emotions are she's easy to read. She's obviously upset or sad. So she's revelada. En el alcohol, literally in the alcohol. In other words, she's drinking. Buscando una salida. Buscando means looking for, searching for. Una salida. Una salida means an exit. So she is drinking, looking for an exit de esa relación de mentiras. So, de esa relación means from that relationship. Relación means relationship. De mentiras. Mentiras means lies. So, of lies. So, she is looking for an exit from that relationship of lies. Okay. Mami, ya vi como me miras. Mami, it obviously refers to the girl, mami. Ya vi. Vi means I saw. Ya vi would literally mean I already saw, which you really don't need to translate the ya. So you can just say I saw. Como me miras. Como means how. Me miras. Miras comes from mirar, which means to look. Me miras means you look at me. So, mami, I saw how you're looking at me. Te lo repito por si se te olvida. Te lo repito is going to mean I repeat it to you, which is going to mean, I'll say it again. Por si se te olvida. Por si means in case. And se te olvida means you forget. So, I'll say it again in case you forget. Envíale un mensaje que diga. Envíale is a command coming from the verb enviar, which means to send. So this says send him. The le means him. Un mensaje que diga. Un mensaje means a message. Que diga means that says. The reason the verb decir is in the subjunctive tense is because he's telling her to send a message to him, and this message does not exist yet. So when you're talking about things that don't yet exist, in Spanish you have to use what's called the subjunctive tense. There's a lot of reasons why you would need to use the subjunctive tense. That's one of them. Okay, so envíale un mensaje que diga. Then the chorus picks up from where the verse just ended off. Que no te deje sola. So, que means that. No te deje means tell him not to leave you. Okay. So you kind of have to say the whole thing at once. Not to leave you sola, alone. Okay. So when they say, in this case, tell him not to leave you alone, they use the word alone here in that phrase. You probably don't really need to translate the word alone. You can just say, tell him not to leave you. They throw the word alone in there, but it doesn't really sound all that great in English. So tell him not to leave you, or you can even say something like tell him not to let you go, something like that. But essentially, Bad Bunny is telling the girl to text the guy and tell him not to leave her. Okay. Porque puede perderte. Porque, because, puede perderte. He can, puede is going to be he can. Perderte means lose you, because he can lose you. Now, the next part, if you listen to the song, it's a little weird, because the next line, which says, si algún día vuelve a verte, it almost sounds like he's continuing the same thought from the last sentence. But I think that's just the way the music sounds. Like, that's just the way that they decided to, that's just the way he decided to sing it, because this is now kind of a new thought. Okay, so the first thought was que no te dejes sola porque puede perderte. Now we have a new thought. Si algún día vuelve a verte, which means if someday, si algún día, vuelve a verte. So the construction here is the verb volver plus another verb. Okay, so here we have it in the present tense. Vuelve a verte. Verte is the second verb. Okay, so what this construction means is to do something again. Okay, so volver a verte means to see you again. Okay, you can have any verb in the place of ver, but that expression means to do something again. Okay, so if someday he sees you again, de mi parte le dices que no te dejes sola. De mi parte would mean like on my behalf. Le dices means tell him, or you tell him that, again, no te dejes sola, that he doesn't leave you alone. In other words, tell him not to leave you. Okay, so on my behalf, tell him not to leave you. Oh, yeah, Solia, definitely highly recommended, one of the highlights of the album. This is a song where I think people are now really much more beginning to realize the versatility of Bad Bunny as an artist. I mean, when Bad Bunny started out, his songs really were much more focused on sex. The lyrics were always very explicit. That's starting to change a little bit now, and there are some explicit lines in this song. It's not that explicit, though. It's nothing bad. I mean, he does refer to sex, but it's nothing bad. So this is a song that I've seen comments on YouTube videos where people are saying things like, oh, I used to think Bad Bunny was like so explicit, and now they're seeing that he's kind of changing his style a little bit. He's still the same guy, same artist, but you could probably say his music is matured a little bit. So just a little tidbit for you. Thanks for watching. Come back to the next video, which will be La Zona. So see you then. Thanks.